The number 25 ranked North Carolina Central University Eagles hosted in-state non-conference opponent Gardner-Webb on Saturday, October 14th, and the Eagles also welcomed in the new Hall of Fame class. The Eagles set out to give a great game for the inductees, and the defense was at it again with a takeaway, forcing a fumble on the first drive of the game recovered by Deniro Lassiter. Later in the quarter, Chauncey Caldwell finds Jason Murphy. He fights for extra yardage on a 28-yard catch, one of his game-high 7 receptions. That ended up leading to a 40-yard field goal from Aiden Johnson, and that put the Eagles ahead at 3-0. We'll move ahead to the start of the second quarter, where Chauncey Caldwell goes vertically down the sideline. He connects with Nike Martin for a 57-yard score to move the maroon and gray ahead 10-0. And that would be shades of what was to come for the Eagle offense. The Eagle defense held the Bulldogs to just 41 passing yards in the first half and 3 points. And NCCU held a 10-3 advantage after 2 quarters. Caldwell and the Eagles didn't lose much steam after the break. On their first drive after the pause, Caldwell finds David Miller for a 53-yard completion down the sideline. The drive ended up stalling out, but that wasn't a problem for the defense, as they were everywhere, making big hits on special teams like this one from Brandon Bailey. The Eagles notched 2 sacks on the afternoon, including 1 from Jaquan Smith. And Alden McClellan had a joint team-high 8 tackles, along with Devontae Reynolds, and they notched this tackle for a loss. Caldwell had things going well through the air, but he also added a rushing score from 9 yards out, as he kept his legs moving to push his way into the end zone. But he saved his best for last.
Same package, Caldwell in the pocket, throws this one high, looking for Xavier McCoy. He catches this one, gets out of the tackle, 40-yard line, 30-yard line, chase from behind, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, North Carolina Central, Xavier McCoy, hello!
That 89-yard long-distance call is the 3rd longest pass play in school history, a cherry on top for Caldwell's 333-yard passing day. Xavier McCoy also efficient for North Carolina Central, 3 catches for a game-high 139 yards. Eagles holding on to a 24-17 lead late in the game. Gardner-Webb takes one more shot to the end zone, but the defense denies the opportunity. NCCU takes the win, and the Eagles move to 5-1 on the season and have now won 11 consecutive games at O'Kelly Riddick Stadium. The Eagles return to MEAC play next weekend at home against Norfolk State.
All right, with head coach Jerry Mack after another close victory. You guys like playing the close games, right? But a win is a win. You gotta feel happy about that.
I really do. You know, right now with the cardiac kids, we keep it close all the way to the end. We're really proud of the way the guys came out, played 4 quarters of football, and that's what we're going to need. You know, every week we're just constantly getting better, offense and defense, and our special teams unit. We're constantly growing as a team right before everyone's eyes, and I'm really proud of the guys and the way they competed today.
What was the key to today's victory?
I think it was a combination of a little bit of everything. Defensively, we came to play, did a really good job of holding them pretty much to 3 points for a long time in the game. Offensively, we were able to grow up in our passing game. So Chauncey Caldwell threw the ball really well all around the field, and he's continued to get better each week. And then our offensive line was able to make some holes toward the end of the game where we can increase some of those guys in the run game. And Nathaniel Tilke, special teams wise, constantly flipping the field, constantly putting us in a position, our defense in a position to be successful is probably one of the hidden keys of the game.
Talk about the outstanding game of Xavier McCoy, wide receiver, had a huge day.
Well, we all knew on our football team, Xavier McCoy is, we feel like, is a future star in the horizon. He finally kind of put it all together today, came up with some really big plays down the field, and even a big touchdown, I think it was almost 90 yards, to break a tackle and then go finish the run. We've been seeing that here for the last year and a half, and just really proud of the way he came out here and stepped up his play.
It seems like Gardner-Webb sold out stopping the run. seemed like a perfect recipe for Chauncey. Had one of his best games passing. What did he see? What was he able to see on film to know that he was able to get some things through there?
Well, we kind of knew all week we was going to have a chance to throw the ball pretty well all over the field. We had seen on film some people had exploited their secondary a little bit, so we didn't feel any reason we couldn't try to go out there and execute like we had been taught. Chauncey did a good job of reading his keys, understanding where to go with the football. Receivers did a good job of making plays and running after the catch, and that's what we preached about all week is potentially trying to find a way to get the ball in the box when you did catch the ball, and that's what they did a good job.
Is he starting to look more and more each week like a true quarterback? I mean, going through his reads, staying in the pocket, being patient.
He is, and he's going to get better with time, and that's part of it. As he grows and as he gets more game experience under his belt, each play, each rep, he's going to constantly get better and better. And the biggest thing for him is you can't take any kind of back strides right now. We got to keep pushing forward. We got to keep getting better week to week.
It looked like a couple plays he wanted to take off and run, but maybe in the back of his mind he was just trying to do what you guys taught him to kind of look downfield. Did that look like the case of you a couple times?
It really did. That's part of the maturation process as far as him looking down the field. Some plays are going to break down, and he's going to have to create by himself as far as throwing the ball, not just all the time running the ball. We tried to limit some of his touches in the run game and tried to make him sit back in the pocket and be a little bit more comfortable. And I was proud of the way, every time he came off the field, Coach Taylor talked to him, I talked to him, we just calmed him down, and he went out there and delivered the ball and executed the game plan.
Yeah, he looked very comfortable throwing it downfield today to me, not just the short stuff to the running back. He was heaving it deep today.
Oh yeah, it's scrambling around, trying to find an open receiver, constantly keeping his eyes down the field is what we talked about. If he continues to do that, we're going to have a chance to win every game.
I know you're always looking for, motivational things or records to be broken or things that haven't been done in a while. We talked about this week, you beat a non-conference opponent. FCS opponent for the first time in the last 4 tries. How big was that for this team?
Really big. It just shows the growth of our program. We're a top 25 team in some polls right now, and we're showing that not only can we beat teams in the MEAC conference, but we can also beat teams out of the conference as well. And it's going to help us as we continue to push forward to have national attention and help recruiting those guys. To be the in-state team that we see Gardner-Webb on the road recruit, to beat them, that's going to help down the road recruiting-wise.
Was there something on your checklist and like a monkey off your back now to beat a non-conference FCS opponent?
Not really. It's not something I really just think about. I am glad that we were able to continue the winning streak at home, continue to build on that.
Right. Your defense obviously were clutch through mostly part of 3 quarters. What happened on that last drive? They went 99 yards. Jake, you guys just playing it safe, or they just kind of got on the rhythm?
I think it's a little bit of both. We were trying to, be back, so we wouldn't give up the big play. We ended up giving a big play, and they ended up flipping the field on us. Probably should have got him off the field then, but give great credit to Tyrell Maxwell. He's a great quarterback. He's very elusive, hard to bring down, a lot stronger than a lot of people think he is, and it's a reason he's a Walter Payton Award finalist.
Xavier McCoy, receiver, made the most out of your 3 catches today, 139 yards, had the 3rd longest catch in school history. 89 yards. Take us through that play.
They called it, and we just went out there and executed. I had faith in Chauncey that he would get the pass there, and he did. And Coach always talked about in practice the week leading up to it that they were going to miss tackles, and you just got to run hard, and that's what I tried to do. I ran hard, and I just seen open field, and I just tried to go score.
It looked like after you broke the initial tackle after the catch, you had some open field in front of you, and it looked like you turned around a little bit. What was going through your mind as you saw those guys chasing and they almost got you?
I heard him breathing, and I wanted to see how close he was to me, so I had to check and see how close he was to me.
Did you notice a difference in your quarterback, Chauncey Caldwell, today? It seemed like he kind of took it to heart as far as looking down the field and finding receivers more so than he's done in the past.
Oh yeah, he really showed a lot of confidence today. Just trusting us receivers that we'll go up and make the play. We talked about that all week in practice. That we're gonna launch the ball. Receivers gotta step up and make the plays. And Chauncey showed a lot of confidence in us and put a lot of faith in us that we would just make the play.
How much did your guys' confidence grow in him as the game went along?
Oh, we always rally around each other, no matter bad play, good play. We always try to rally around one another. Chauncey does a good job of trying to keep us in the game. We make a bad play, but all in all, we all just try to rally around each other, no matter what happens.
With the team, with it being kind of obvious early on that Gardner-Webb was trying to sell out and stop the run, did you guys, a receiver unit, kind of take that as a challenge amongst yourself to kind of be the go-to unit in this game?
Oh yeah, most definitely. The coaches challenged us early in practice, earlier in the week. You know that we're gonna have to, the receivers gonna have to step up. You know, make some big plays because you know their D-line was kind of pretty good. So the receivers, we took it as a challenge that we had to step up. Make some plays.
For you personally, how anxious were you to have this breakout game? I know you had a good fall as a true freshman, and then you were playing with some really good guys. But have a breakout game here in Game 6 of your sophomore year. How patient and how much are you waiting for a game like this?
It's just big. I always just try to go out every day. Work my hardest. And as Coach always said, just make the plays when your time is called. And that's what I try to do.
You do anything differently this morning than you ever do? Your pre-game routine to come out and have a career high game like today? You anything different for breakfast or anything like that?
I changed up my music. I listened to a little bit J. Cole this morning, and I feel like that just put me in a chill mind. Usually, I listen to music to get me hype and stuff, but I chilled out a little bit today. And I guess that's my new routine going forward.
What did you usually listen to before the day?
It all varies. Listen to a lot of Florida rappers, Kodak. Who else? Yeah, really Kodak.
So you sticking with Cole the rest of the way?
Yeah, J. Cole.
I mean, and Chauncey, he was finding Jason earlier. It seemed like he would be his go-to guy. Did that kind of open up things for the rest of you guys when he targeted Jason so much early?
I feel like that, played a role because, probably scouting, they had to see Jason was making plays previous games before. That probably played a role. But also today, when Chauncey targeted him more from the beginning of the game, they probably had to respect that more, which opened up plays for David Miller, and me as well.
With this team being so notorious for its running game, how much more dangerous will you guys be moving forward now that Chauncey has shown he can throw the football down the field now?
I feel like teams will have to respect us more, because, we showed today that we can do it both. We can do it all.
333 yards for you today. How does that feel?
All praises to God. It's a blessing. I just went out there and did what I was coached. Coach Taylor and Coach Mack preached to me all week. I got to get better at throwing the ball, so I just want to go out there and execute. And
not just the yardage, you get the win as well. A big team effort. What was it like out there, and how's it feel to get this win here at home?
Well, every week, I aim to go 1-0, and we aim to go 1-0 every week. Take practice one day at a time. Take every day step by step. So we just want to make sure we go 1-0 every week and don't lose at home.
Do you feel like the coaching staff kind of turned you loose this week?
They kind of wanted to see as far as passing. They want to see is he going to find his groove, and I found my groove. So they just kind of opened the playbook more. Just had to build trust.
And as a quarterback, I mean, I know you want to be known as more just a running athlete or a running quarterback.
Yeah.
As a quarterback, you want that trust and throw the ball. How did that make you feel once you got the game plan and saw how the first few drives were going?
It felt good because I'm a dual threat, and a lot of people will say, you can't throw, so I took that as a chip on my shoulder, and to add to the chips that's already on my shoulder. So I had to prove myself that I can throw the ball.
You look like you were more patient in the pocket and going through your progressions. Did that just come from watching film, or just starting 3 straight games now?
It just comes from a little bit of both, watching film, and Coach Taylor he has a lot of patience with me, and he spends a lot of time teaching me how to become a great quarterback. So doing everything I can do within the system.
Also threw your first pick today. Kind of want to talk you through that play to the linebacker there.
Oh yeah, it was a mistake. It's just next play. I have a next play mentality and a short memory, so I make sure we left with a win.
You had a breakout day with your arm, obviously, but one of your favorite targets was Xavier McCoy, big receiver. Let's talk about having that weapon downfield today.
Yeah, it's a blessing. He stepped up. He showed out when his number was called. And with the defense that they had, he had to make some big plays for us, and he did.
Was this a game where you kind of knew that Gardner-Webb would sell out and stopping the run, and you guys had to make some plays through there?
I knew that at the beginning of the game. I knew they were too disciplined. They were very disciplined, and they were in the run game. So I knew I had to beat them with my arm. We're gonna have to beat them with passing the ball, and the receivers made great plays, and all I was blocking it up well, and we just executed the game plan.
But did it? I'm not gonna say you felt different, but it kind of feel kind of weird not have so many carries this game. Did you get a little anxious and want to run the ball a little bit more?
No, sir. It actually felt good because I'm feeling good. I have a bunch of scratches and bruises, so it's a blessing.
How dangerous can this offense be now that you've proven against a quality opponent that you guys can definitely throw the ball down the field instead of just depending on the running game all the time?
Oh, the offense is, you know, we're just going to get better every day, every week. And now that I'm finally coming around in the pass game, coaches can start to, you know, do more with the offense. And the offense doesn't have to be so limited.
If you had to go out of 100%, what's your percentage of how comfortable you feel with expanding the playbook a little bit?
Oh, you know, I feel very comfortable. You know, Coach Taylor always puts me in the best situation possible. So, and he always coaches me up. He always has me ready for whatever. So, I'm 100% confident.
Something this team hadn't done in the last 4 tries is beat a FCS non-conference opponent. So it's the first time that Coach Mack has done it. How big is that for this program?
It's huge. You know, we just trying to continue the legacy here at NCCU, and we're just trying to make sure that we leave. I just want to make sure I leave this program better than it was when I came.
Had an 89-yard pass completion, which I think this is the 3rd longest in school history. Can you walk us through that play?
You know, Coach Taylor on the sideline, he set it up right, and he just told me if I just read it and make the pass, it would be a touchdown. That's what I did.
And you had 2 long pass completions. That was the second one. You had the first one to Nike Martin. Talk about him and how he was able to make an impact today.
Well, you know, he's a true freshman as well, and he's tremendous. He has tremendous talent, and you know, it's all about, you know, stepping up when your number's called. And you know, his number was called, and he made the play. And Coach called the right play, and I just wanted to make sure I got it to him because he was going to be open.
Non-conference play is over. You go back into conference play next week to see Norfolk State. How do you feel heading into that game?
Well, you know, I've been focused on Gardner-Webb, so you know, I'm going to celebrate the win tonight. But tomorrow it's back in the office, back in the film room, and we'll be focused on Norfolk State.
All right, Chauncey, thank you.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.